For this exercise, we're going to combine a few familiar concepts. The first is pitch jumping. There's going to be some pretty challenging pitch jumping in here. The second is playing without trying. There are elements of effortlessness that you'll find come into play during this exercise. And the third concept is a new concept called isolation. That is, we're going to divide the functions that the thereminist uses in order to work with each one, then recombine them at the end. Much of the frustration for thereminists, particularly when they're beginning, is being able to play a song. You're trying to coordinate your articulation over the volume loop and get the rhythm right here. You're trying to find your pitches here and also change pitches in rhythm. Many times that's what's required in a song. And keep everything on pitch. It's a lot to think about. So we're going to divide these functions, that is, isolate them, so your mind and your body can grasp them more fully. And the song we're going to use to do this is one of the most deceptively simple, but actually quite complex songs. We're going to use Happy Birthday. Here's why. Why the birthday song? First of all, it's a song everybody, or almost everybody, knows. You know the melody and you know the rhythm. You know it backwards and forwards. You can do it in your sleep. In other words, you know it effortlessly, and that's key for this next exercise. In terms of pitch jumping, Happy Birthday includes some of the wildest pitch jumps you could ever try to do. Let's examine it quickly. Here's a jump of a fourth. A jump of a fifth. A jump of an octave. Now descending in thirds. And the jump of a sixth. So you've got third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and an octave jump, all contained in that one song. This is a wonderful song to practice your pitch jumping on, but also fabulous for using in isolation. Let's go back to the theremin. During the course of all these videos, you're going to hear me say this a lot. Theremin playing doesn't just happen here, in your hands and your wrists and your arms. It happens in your entire body. Your brain sends messages to your nerves, to your muscle bundles. It's all about muscle memory when you're learning how to discern pitches. It combines muscle memory, neural synapses, all of the conscious and unconscious things that you have to do in order to play a song. Playing an entire song in rhythm with the correct pitches, with the correct interpretation that you want to give to it, is a really complex enterprise. By isolating these functions, your body, your mind are able to focus more clearly on one thing at a time. The first thing we're going to do is work with the rhythm. This brings into play an element of effortlessness. We all know the rhythm of that birthday song. It's ingrained in us for the most part. So I want you to pay attention only to the rhythm. One of the best things you can do is keep your pitch steady. Just hold your hand in one place. Never worry if your pitch slips. It's immaterial for this. And just do slowly the rhythm. We know it backwards and forwards. I'd like you to do this at different speeds. Very slow, such as this. You get the idea. Also, try to do it quickly. Remember, pitch is immaterial. Try to do it as quickly as you can. And so on. Do this 5-10 times. You can pause the video. Once you've gotten a few rhythms under your belt, I want you to keep concentrating on the rhythm. And this time, I want you to wildly flail around by the pitch rod. Play all of the wrong pitches. I don't want a single correct pitch. So it sounds something like this. Play all the wrong pitches. Why? Did you notice how effortless it was when you were just isolating the rhythm? You know it backwards and forwards. No tension, no anxiety. You're not worrying at all. By adding in pitch jumping with all of the wrong notes, notice too, it feels completely effortless. It feels as if you're barely trying. Why? Because your mind and body already know that song. Once you lift the pressure off yourself for getting the correct pitches, you can use any pitches you want, and your hand moves and your mind just sails right through it. That's as far as we need to take it with rhythm, articulation, isolation. But make sure you use all the wrong notes. Do this about 5 to 10 times by pausing the video and then come on back. Here's what we'll do next. Now we're going to concentrate only on pitch. You don't even need to put your hand near the volume loop. I want you to start very, very slowly. There is never a need to mask pitch sliding when you're practicing at this level. Pick any pitch you want simply by putting your hand in the field. And then very, very slowly go from one pitch to the next in the song and allow your mind to feel and hear the sliding. Here it goes. I'm going to put my hand anywhere I want. And start. As you do this, once you hit the center of the pitch, hold there for a second or two and then move on, as you heard me do. Now, work on your own. Every time you do it, place your hand in the field at a different point and play the same song. And so on. Do this about 5 to 10 times, and as I said with your volume hand, vary the speed with which you do it. It's a very good idea, particularly if you're just starting out on the theremin, to go extremely slowly. But in this case, it's okay to just try to speed it up a little bit, put your hand in the field, and see how rapidly you can do it. As you go more rapidly, you will notice that your body naturally decides to try to keep the rhythm of the song. That's good. That's actually good. So, Do all of these things at least 3 or 4 times. Then take a 5-minute break. After your 5-minute break, come back, place your hand in the field, going slowly, and play Happy Birthday. Just play it slowly, without vibrato, and take it nice and easily, and it will feel more effortless, I think, than it ever has before. So you put your pitch hand anywhere you want and begin. And again, allow yourself to hear the sliding even though you're going to articulate, particularly if you're just beginning. Practice this 5-10 times. Come back to this exercise often and try it with other songs that you want to learn. You'll find that using this isolation technique really helps speed up the process of learning, and it also continues to give you a feeling of far less tension, anxiety, and you'll gain more of a sense of effortlessness whatever you play.